Good evening, everyone. So apparently today is supposed to be a funny Friday. I don't even know how I was coming up with these themes because I'm always funny. Anyway, we already have that in mind. But today I have something special which I'll be doing every Friday. Every Friday I'll be having something funny lined up for you. And today I'm gonna be doing a little stand-up comedy. Hope you enjoy. Good evening, LA! Yeah. You know, it's awesome to be performing in my city, Din An. Yeah, LA, Din An. Though it's my first time and I've got the cold feet right now, but I'm trying to just build from the energy that you guys are giving me right now. It's my first time. As I said, it's my first time. And you know, being my first time, I was trying to adequately prepare for today. And I was trying to work on a few things like my delivery and how I'm going to stand in front of all of you, right? Do you know the type of thing that you do, for example, if you're going to perform for the first time? Maybe you're a singer and you want to listen to the best vocalist like Usher or let me say Britney Spears, whoever that you love listening to. You get to listen to those people so that you're able to perform perfectly in front of people the next day that you'll be there. Or you're into public speaking and maybe you have an event where you have to speak in front of people. And you get to watch like Obama's speeches or Dr. Martin Luther King's speeches. Yeah, that type of thing, right? But then, I'm a stand-up comic. Well, first time as I say, first time. I had to do a little bit of my own research and try out a few things here and there, right? And the best way to do this, I wasn't supposed to watch like Britney Spears, you know. I ain't here to be like, hit me baby one more time. But I had to look at some comedic geniuses like Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Trevor Noah. Make some noise, everybody. I love that guy. Representing the motherland. So yeah, I had to take time to watch those guys, right? So that I could get a few pointers. And I was like, who am I gonna play when I go in front? Because you know, as you watch these people, they get to influence you. And even the way you would perform, maybe if you were listening to, as I said, Britney Spears the whole time, watching her performances, you're most likely going to perform just like her there. If you're watching Michael Jackson and his stage performance and all that, you're most likely going to perform like him. It's like you're gonna be a mini Michael Jackson and all that. So I knew that obviously for me to be watching these guys, I'm gonna have to present myself like one of them. Then I was trying to think, okay, so Kevin Hart. I'm gonna play Kevin Hart when I go in front of the stage there. Like when I go in front of the people, I'm gonna play Kevin Hart. But then I got to think, Kevin Hart. Me. Kevin Hart. Me. Not gonna happen. And I got to think, Dave Chappelle. But then I was like, Dave Chappelle. If you know what I mean. Then as I said, I looked at Trevor Noah. Yeah, I looked at Trevor Noah, but then I was like, Trevor Noah. I don't see any of that happening. So in the end, I just ended up with being myself. And I hope you guys get to enjoy me. Yeah, just me, Drew MC. Make some noise, LA. Yeah. So I hope you guys get to enjoy this. Okay. How many of you in here are awkward? Awkward? Anybody? Showing up your hands, lifting up your hand. Well, I consider myself to be awkward and I'm proud of it. Before I used to look at it as a weakness, but then it's actually a strength. For you to be in my line of work, you gotta be awkward and crazy. Like, who comes to make a fool out of themselves in front of everybody like this? Not you, right? Because you're too normal. Yeah. I wanted to look at some awkward moments that have occurred in my life. Maybe you can relate. maybe you can't, but this is my life. So the first one. This is the first one. You know, I came to China 4 years ago. 4 years ago, over 4 years ago. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm basically Chinese. 我也会说中文，是吧？我是中国人，是的。Okay. Anyway, now I've been here for like 4 years. 4 years in China. Make some noise. I love this place. I love you guys. I love this place. Yeah. So when I first came to China, you know, there's that thing because you come from far away and then you come to a foreign land, people of a different culture, people of a different race, everything is different, right? Like, because of the ratio of the number of black people to Chinese people, like very few black people were here, I always found it exciting. Like in the first week that I came, I always found it exciting when I came across like a black person, you know, like when I came across a fellow African or just anyone like that looked like me, right? So because of that, I didn't know how the system here works, but you know, it's bad enough to be awkward, but being awkward and nice, you guys don't want to be that. So because I'm awkward and I'm nice, yeah, I'm nice. This is what I faced one time. I remember coming to China for the first time, and you know, I see a black person over there, and I was thinking like there was that type of thing like, yeah, representing the motherland, my brother. So you know, every time I would run across a fellow black person, black girl, black guy, or any of those, I would be like, hey, how are you? Like, you know, that type of excitement. And then I would just see them like looking at me like, so, what's up with these people? Like, we're supposed to be representing the motherland. And then I'm like, Then after a while, when I got to adapt to the life here, I started to see how much of a retard I seemed to be. I made a fool out of myself. But anyway, times pass. Now, because of that very thing, you know, I've had this confusion, this state of confusion. Like, I'm still awkward and I'm still nice. But then I'm trying to adapt to the situation around there, right? So there are those moments like, you know, you see someone that you definitely know. Like, I know you're gonna relate to this one. You see someone that you definitely know. Like, maybe they're not your friends, but they're an acquaintance. You know them, right? Then you're on the other side of the road. They're on the other side of the road. And it seems like you're approaching each other, but then, like, you know, you're on the other side of the road. So you've seen them, but you're not sure if they've seen you. And you're in that moment, like in that split second, you're trying to figure out, should I wave or should I keep myself here? Because you're thinking, if I release my hand and I try to wave and they don't see me, I'm gonna look like a fool. Like, I've already done that enough times, made myself look like a fool. I ain't gonna do that too. So then again, you bring out this like gangster type of persona, right? You just act like you're trying to see, like you haven't seen them and you're walking like that. And then, just as you're passing, they actually make the effort to be like, hey Drew, how's it? And you feel like the total jerk. Because you know that they know that you saw them, but then you are acting like you didn't see them. So you're like, oh. Yeah, that awkward moment. Yeah, I bet all of y'all can relate over here. All of y'all can relate over here. Yeah. Another thing, being an adult. And awkwardness. A doubt and awkwardness. You know, as a kid, you have that perspective to think like, oh, when I grow up, I'm eventually just gonna grow up. Like, we all just think that, don't we? But then when you grow up and you get to find yourself around a bunch of grown-up people, you realize that nobody knows what they're doing in this life. You know what I mean? Even all those grown-ups that you thought were grown-ups, actually not grown-ups. They are crying for help. Like, what's the next move in life? Like, we all don't know what's next. Like, we're all just trying to figure out like how to navigate around life, right? But then there are those like social norms that have been kept, you know, that everyone has to abide by. It's not like it's been really publicly said, but human beings, we're social beings, so it's that thing whereby we've gotten to learn certain attitudes that we need to give each other, right? Yeah, I don't know if my English there was good, but yeah. So there's that thing where, you know, because you're grown-ups and you meet someone and then You meet them, oh hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good, good. They also like, oh, I'm good, good, good. You have a conversation. Maybe it's someone that you don't really talk to that much, so you don't know what to say. And for someone like me, I'm not into small talk. So when it's just a hi hello type of conversation, it gets. So you're there and you spoke it for like a 10 seconds max, but then because of that being an adult and those socially acceptable norms, you have to follow that. So it's like 10 seconds is not enough. You have to add another extra 20 seconds just to chill and hang around before you can say bye, right? So both of you are just there like, so how's everything? Yeah, yeah. And all of you were just like, yes, yes. The whole time, like no one's saying anything but yes, just because they want that 20 seconds to reach. And they're like, But deep in our minds, we're both like, oh, this fool's wasting my time. I want to go eat right now. Like, I'm hungry. Then the other person is like, what am I doing here? Why did I even say hi? This conversation is... the thoughts that go through our mind. But then because we're adults and there's this socially acceptable norms that we have to follow, we just have to be there like, till that at least 30 seconds reaches. And then by the time both of you are going in opposite directions, you're just like, phew, phew. Yeah, I'm talking about my awkward situations. Me, like what I've experienced. Probably some of you can relate. Probably some of you can't. Yeah. So now there's this thing. I have gained some clout of recent. Yes. I've gained some social media recognition and everything like that because I've been putting out content consistently, and it seems like people are loving it. Right? Yeah. But then, do you know what's wrong? Do you know the hardest part? It's hard to be awkward and famous. Well, I can't use the term famous yet because I'm only on like 30 something followers on all of my accounts, like on YouTube and WeChat. But yeah, but I have gained quite the popularity. Some people know me, you know, people know me, and I didn't know that I got some fans, Yeah. So there's that thing of being awkward and famous. Awkward and famous. The other day I run into someone. In fact, it was two people that I've run into. I run into someone, like I've known this person for quite a long time. I've known this young lady for quite a long time. And you've known each other like, hi, hello, how are you? But then like one time I'm in this print shop and all that, and she walks up to me and she's like, hey Andrew. And I'm like, wow, okay, yeah, like hi, yeah, like I know we know each other. And, yeah, I'm a good guy. And, like, yeah, let's say hi. But then I'm like, what's up? How did this happen? Like, we don't know each other. Like, we know each other and we say hi. Like, she's an awesome person and all that. But, like, the hype this time was, like, on another level. And she was like, I've seen your stuff. I'm loving your stuff. Like, you're doing really good stuff. And I'm there in that moment. I'm like, how am I supposed to react? Because I'm awkward and now I'm famous. And I'm like, how am I supposed to react? Then I'm used to giving compliments. But I'm not used to receiving compliments. And I was trying to wonder, like, okay, I'm trying to be nice, like, to still stick around. And it's not that I don't want to talk to you. Like, I really want to talk to you. And I love your company. But I just don't know what to say. So it was... Till eventually, it all passed. So then there was the other time, like, I'm getting some groceries and I'm buying some stuff. And I meet this person. And the person's like, hey, you're the guy that does the videos, right? Then I'm like, I was trying to deny, like, to say, like, no, it's not me, because I was like, if I say it's me, then what am I going to do? Is he going to ask for an autograph or something? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to react? And I was like, I tried to play cool, like, yeah, it's me. Like, wow, that's some awesome stuff, yeah. But yo, I'm glad I dodged that bullet. Now I'm wondering, how am I going to be dealing with this newfound fame when it gets bigger? Whew. There's gonna be a lot of awkward moments. Anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you, Lynn Ann. I loved your presence here. Yeah, it's been me, Drew MC, and have a good night.